What's up, guys? I'm G5 Cosmos here for Game 5 Smasher. We're going to take a quick look at the new patch notes for version 5.5.0, 5.0.0, I should say. Alright, so there's not much in this one, actually, but some interesting changes. The first one, which I think is the most interesting, common for all fighters, basic movements. Previously, if you were in the air and held the shield button and input left, right, or down, and then continued to hold the shield button until you landed, you would dodge in the direction input upon landing. Now you will only dodge after landing if you input the direction after landing. So basically what they're talking about is, because of the buffering system in this game, is if you were trying to like drift in the air and then shield when you land, you would sometimes get, or even if you like air dodged in the air, and I guess that's what they're talking about. If you air dodge and then you're like landing, and then you do it like too close before you're landing, or you hold the button a little too long, you would buffer a roll or a spot dodge if you were holding down, or if you were holding left or right, and that'd be pretty annoying, give you a lot of misinputs. So now they're saying that it'll only give you the landing option if you input the shield button the moment you land, or like after you have landed, which means it might be a little trickier to buffer like land into roll, but you know, just time it. Anyway, so that's a pretty good change, good quality of life change right there. Gonna get rid of a lot of misinputs. Next we have common for all fighters basic movements. Adjust the time until you can move again after grab parrying to be consistent. So grab parrying is when two characters grab at the same time. There's actually like a 1 frame differential where a character can grab a frame earlier than the other one. And then it'll still happen, at least the last time I tested it. And you know, like they both grab and they kind of just like clash. That's called grab parrying, which is interesting because perfect shielding, what we call parrying, is not officially called parrying. The word parrying is not actually officially in the game for that move. It's still just called perfect shielding like it always was, even though they changed from what power shielding was. But they do use the word parrying for this. But anyway, yeah, so it's just saying it's more consistent. You can move quickly after it. I don't know, something hardly is going to matter, but if that happens, they adjusted the amount of time you can move after that happens. Yoshi basic movements made it so that you can grab using input buffering after dodging like other fighters. So I guess for some reason Yoshi couldn't buffer his grab after like a spot dodge or a roll. I don't know why. I guess that's what they're implying, that you couldn't do that. Grab with buffering after dodging. Yeah, I don't know why you couldn't do that if that's the case. But I mean, it's a buff, but insignificant buff, just quality of life buff. Not insignificant overall, but like, you know, it's not going to affect the character's gameplay. Peach's up B and Ace's up B connect better now. Okay. Ice Climber restore Nana's ability to steal edge grab. So they're saying that Nana couldn't trump? I think they're saying. I didn't know Nana couldn't trump. I thought Nana always was able to trump. Did they remove that in the last patch maybe? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Villager up smash. Buried opponents will now be shot up and hit multiple times. Buried opponents will now be shot up and hit multiple times. Maybe they didn't get hit by all of the hits before. Villager hit you while you were grounded with his up smash. Not really sure what they're trying to say with this. Villager does have a way of grounding you, if I recall correctly. But now they're saying it hits better. Seems like a buff. I'm not really sure what they mean by this. Okay, Rosalina. Hero Snooze will no longer prevent Luma from being controlled. Similar to other instances of sleep. So I guess that when Snooze put Rosalina asleep, Luma was not able to be controlled, but now she can be. Light buff for Rosalina in the hero matchup. Hardly significant, but it does matter. Joker, other. When I saw this, I was like, oh no, Joker, not Joker. Joker, other. Adjust the time it takes to move again to match other fighters when bouncing while lying face down. So I think that means if you like miss a tech, he had like a different timing after bouncing there. I don't know. Basically, no Joker nerfs. For a lot of people wanted Joker nerfs, you didn't get them. Sorry. Whether we needed them or not, I'm glad they didn't, because I like playing that character. He could have used them, but I don't think he needed them. Anyway, hero neutral special Kafriz. After Kafriz hits a fighter or the stage, and it explodes, like the explosion of the Kafriz, can now be guarded against with a shield, reflected, or absorbed. That's so specific. So they're saying like when the Kafriz, the fireball, like exploded on hitting a character or a shield, that different hitbox of it exploding was not blockable with a shield or a reflector or anything. Like a shield that you hold, I think they mean. But now it can be. I guess that's a nerf, but again, really, really insignificant, like usual things with these patches. Oh, I didn't scroll down. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, yeah, there's what it says. This thing. Anyway, then down special, hero down special. Increase the amount of time opponents will be in the damage animation when hit at the beginning of Magic Burst. So Magic Burst gets buffed. It has more hit stun, I guess, or hit lag in the beginning of it. Hero Other, just the time it takes to move again to match other fighters and bouncing. Same thing with Joker. I guess when they made the DLC characters, they did some kind of different parameter for when you bounce while lying face down. I don't know. Oh, face down specifically. Maybe it was like different face down than if it was face up. I don't know. Not really significant. And then they have this other category. I don't think they've had this in the past where they have different categories, like a fighter, then a category item. Smash Ball slowed the movement speed and made it easier to hit with attacks. So they actually they made Smash Balls easier to hit. I must admit, I hardly ever play with Smash Balls, but I did recently play with them with a friends just for like a random like casual free-for-all match. And the Smash Ball does move really fast. It can be really hard to hit at times. So I kind of understand why they did this. Maybe people complained. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this patch. That's 5.0.0, and really not much in this. Obviously, Banjo and all the new content came in this patch, but this is easily the smallest balance patch we've seen so far. Like, there's really no actual nerf or buff like to be talked about. The game is exactly the same. I think that's fine. I think the game's been in a good place. Yeah, maybe some things, definitely some characters that could use a buff, some characters that might deserve to be nerfed, but the game's pretty healthy in terms of like the character diversity. I mean, yeah, Joker's winning a lot of things, but the best player in the world playing Joker, what do you expect? And yeah, so guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think of this patch? Was your main touched in this? And if so, did it matter? Probably not. And be sure to like and subscribe. What am I saying? Like? I never say like in my videos. But yeah, you know what? Give the video a thumbs up. I never say that, right? Give it a thumbs up, right, guys? Like, subscribe. I'm saying it again. Subscribe and notification bell. That's the other thing I need to say. A lot of chaos today. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.